Hey and welcome to the Daily Manchester United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Scott McTominay likely to leave Manchester United this summer. Manchester United midfielder Scott McTominay could be on his way out of Old Trafford this summer. Former West Ham United striker Frank McAveney believes the Scottish midfielder will be the ideal for the Hammers. He told Football Insider. McTominay is going to move on, I have heard. There are a lot of players that are going to be moving out. I think McTominay could go for around 30 to 40 million pound. I would like to see him at West Ham. He has never been a Man United player, but he would do a great job somewhere like West Ham. He has just never fit in at Man United. I have always thought he is a good player, but just never quite did at United, the former West Ham United player said. McTominay's sale could allow United more flexibility in the transfer market. The Red Devils are reportedly restrained by financial fair play and must sell players to buy all of their target. United are looking at a goalkeeper and a striker at least, with Inter's Andre Onana and Atalanta's Rasmus Højlund the two leading target. The deals combined could cost exceed of 100 million euros, which would be an FFP problem unless Man United sell players. Borussia Dortmund deny making a loan offer to Manchester United for Jadon Sancho. Bundesliga giants Borussia Dortmund are not looking to bring Jadon Sancho back to Signal Iduna Park, whether as a loan signing or permanently. On Saturday, a report from the Daily Star affirmed that Dortmund attempted a sneaky loan swoop for Sancho. United wasted no time in rejecting this proposal. It's thought that the Red Devils are only willing to listen to deals that facilitate a permanent Old Trafford exit for the England international. The Red Devils are set to value Sancho at £45 million. According to Bild, Dortmund did not reach out to United to ask about Sancho, and a loan was not suggested. The German publication termed these links as completely unrealistic. Communication lines between the 23-year-old and BVB remain open, and his situation is constantly monitored. However, sports director Sebastian Kehl has completely ruled out making a play to secure the services of a winger this summer. He and the manager have other priorities in different positions. The quoted fee for the United number 25 needs to be lowered and out of Dortmund's reach. Sancho's mega wages are another obstacle that effectively makes returning to Germany's top flight impossible. Unless someone else comes in for him, Sancho must find a way to make it work at United. His status as a guaranteed starter is far from secure. Alejandro Garnacho's astronomical rise will only continue into next season, amidst suggestions that the young Argentine could be offered the number 7 jersey. This could suggest his increased prominence in Ten Hag's eyes. If United also managed to sign a reliable goal scorer, Marcus Rashford could be permanently shifted to the left flank, which is his favorite area of the pitch, thereby limiting Sancho's opportunities for minutes even further. Fabrizio Romano says Man United have contract talks with the star planned for this week. There is a huge uncertainty over who will be Manchester United's first-choice goalkeeper next season. It feels strange not saying David De Gea's name in that stance. The sentence. The Spanish shot-stopper has been the Red Devils' number one for over a decade, joining from Atletico Madrid back in 2011. De Gea, now Phil Jones has left the club, is the last player to have been signed by legendary former manager Sir Alex Ferguson. However, with the 32-year-old's contract expiring at the end of last month and no agreement yet to be reached with the club, it remains to be seen if the veteran goalkeeper still has a part to play in United's future. While De Gea's future remains up in the air, United have reportedly been monitoring Inter Milan's Andre Onana and speaking about not only what the Red Devils have planned regarding their out-of-contract keeper's future, but also who could replace the veteran. Leading transfer expert and out-of-sight columnist Fabrizio Romano who spoke exclusively on the Brief podcast, said, De Gea will have a conversation with Manchester United. It will happen this week. I am sure Manchester United will also speak again with Inter Milan for Andre Onana because there is a concrete conversation, but not an official bid for Onana. Also, they have other options for a new goalkeeper. It's not only De Gea or Onana, they have other possibilities. Another option is to sign a different goalkeeper and keep De Gea, so to create more competition with a second goalkeeper. But it will all depend on the conversations that will happen this week. During his 12 years at Old Trafford, De Gea, who has represented Spain on 45 occasions, has kept 190 clean sheets in 545 games in all competitions. Manchester United legend Rio Ferdinand gives his verdict on Mason Mount transfer. Manchester United legend Rio Ferdinand believes Mason Mount will be a valuable addition to the squad. Mount completed his United medical yesterday ahead of his £60 million move from Chelsea. Ferdinand lauded the 24-year-old as a top player on his YouTube show 5. He said, I think Mason Mount is a very good signing. He will be a valuable member of the squad. He is a good player, a top player. I love the way he plays football. Every manager he has had has been nothing but positive about him, has loved having him, has been integral to everything that they have done. He had injuries last season, so he tailed off a little bit in terms of numbers, but the 2 seasons he did well at Chelsea, they won the Champions League in one of them. Even though it's yet to be officially announced, Mount's transfer to United is a done deal. Erik ten Hag will be delighted that the club were able to sign the England international before the start of pre-season. Mount will bring energy and an off-the-ball work rate to the center of the park. Christian Eriksen's best attribute is the creativity he offers in the final third, which is superior to the Chelsea midfielder. However, Mount will provide dynamism and lead the press, which Eriksen sometimes fails to do. He will also be a goal threat with his knack for making late runs in the box. Apart from a midfielder, Ten Hag wants United to sign a world-class striker. A goalkeeper will also be targeted if the club and David De Gea fail to negotiate a new contract. Fiorentina CEO ready to consider offers for Manchester United target Sofiane Amrabat. Fiorentina chief executive Baroni has denied that any official bid has been tabled for Manchester United target Sofiane Amrabat. Recent reports suggested that United are strongly interested in Amrabat as Erik ten Hag is eager to bolster his midfield. Baroni reacted to rumors linking him to an Old Trafford switch. He said, we have not received any bid or a proposal for him at all. He is a Fiorentina player now. If an offer comes, we will consider it. It's reported that Fiorentina will allow him to leave if a club meet their €30 million asking price. The Red Devils entered this transfer window intending to sign a world-class striker. Marcus Rashford lifted the goal-scoring burden last campaign by scoring 30 goals. If not for him, United would have struggled to find the back of the net in the absence of a natural number 9. Signing a marquee centre forward is a must for United. The majority of their transfer budget is expected to be spent for this. United have already splashed a considerable amount on Mason Mount, who looks set for a move to the theatre of dreams. They cannot spend another €30 million on a midfielder who will find it hard to break into the starting 11 regularly. Amrabat will be a fine cover for Casemiro, but United's priority should be a striker. With David De Gea's contract having expired too, the Red Devils might be tempted to sign a new goalkeeper. Man United joined Liverpool in race to sign Southampton starlet Romeo Lavia. Manchester United have joined Liverpool in the race to sign Southampton midfielder Romeo Lavia this summer, according to the Times. The Red Devils recently agreed to sign Mason Mount from Chelsea. The Englishman should provide more creativity from the number 8 role. It's now claimed that United are interested in landing Lavia, who is expected to leave the Suns following their relegation from the top flight. Aside from the Red Devils, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea are also keen on securing the services of the former Manchester City graduate. The Suns value the 19-year-old at £50 million after his impressive debut campaign. Casemiro joined United from Real Madrid for £70 million last summer. He had a brilliant maiden season where he impressed defensively and offensively. The Brazilian is clearly a favorite among the fans, and he should be an undisputed starter from the defensive midfield position next term. However, United still need more quality behind him. There was a drop in the performance levels last season when the 31-year-old was suspended. The likes of Scott McTominay and Fred have been highly inconsistent, and the Red Devils need another specialist number 6 ahead of next season. Lavia would be a fantastic acquisition for the club. He is only 19 and could be a regular deputy to Casemiro before replacing him in the long run. Last season, the teenager had a passing accuracy of 86% in the Premier League. He won a stunning 2.1 tackles and 4.9 duels per game. Lavia also had a good ball control, losing possession on just 7 occasions per appearance. Casemiro was dispossessed 13 times per league outing. In our view, the Belgian Starlet has all the traits to become a world-class midfielder in the future. United must swoop for his services ahead of their rivals. Man United make opening bid for Inter Milan goalkeeper Andre Onana. Manchester United have made an opening bid for Inter Milan goalkeeper Andre Onana, according to Alfredo Pedula. The Red Devils are looking for a new shot stopper this summer, and Onana is reportedly the top target for manager Erik ten Hag. Ten Hag knows him well from their time together at Ajax, but United still need to find an agreement with Inter to secure his services. It's now revealed that they have made a first offer of €40 million plus €5 million in add-ons for the 27-year-old. Inter have not accepted the proposal as it's below their expectations. The Nerazzurri want €50 million upfront with €10 million in add-ons. The Serie A outfit have not sent any official deadline for Onana's transfer, but they prefer to sort out his future by the 20th of July. United's football director Jan Mortov prefers to negotiate one deal at a time. In our view, this needs to change in the coming weeks. The Red Devils recently spent a fortnight to secure an agreement for Mason Mount. They failed with the 3 bids before convincing Chelsea to sell. The club obviously want to lower the final fee due to a limited budget, but they can't afford another transfer saga on Onana lasting for weeks. Arsenal and Liverpool have been proactive in trying to complete their transfer business before the preseason friendlies. United are slow in this aspect. Mount will link up with his new teammates soon, but aside from him, the club are not close to signing anyone. They have just started talks for Onana. In the worst case scenario, Onana could join the club in the back end of July before they consider the purchase of a striker, which is the top priority. Last summer, Casemiro and Antony were only signed after the season started. Hopefully, we don't see a repeat of a similar situation this time around. Rio Ferdinand suggests Sheikh Jassim has made his final offer for the club. Rio Ferdinand believes that the Qatari bid to buy Manchester United won't go any higher amid suggestions the Glazers still want to raise the club's asking price. The ex-England international went on to say in Monday's update, "I think the Qataris have gone as far as they are gonna go with the bid. This is them, this is their final offer. It's a kinda take it or leave it type situation. I can't see it being anything else other than that. I can't see the statement being anything else, but we are here, we are at the table, but we are being held back. Things were running quite smooth and it was going down the right path. I think the big issue is when you are dealing with a group of people rather than an individual, it makes things very complex and difficult at times. You are not dealing with one individual with the Glazers, you are dealing with. I think Jim Ratcliffe came out and said it, and I think that's been the issue behind the scenes. I didn't want to be able to come out and say it, but yeah, you are dealing with siblings in the Glazer family who are there to make a collective decision. I don't think one person can just make a decision on their own. Therefore, that makes it very difficult to kind of say yes immediately, just like that. It's a process that they have to go through. I think that Sheikh Jassim is obviously there, and the Qatari bid is strong, but at the moment it's down to the Glazers to kind of make decision together and go, right, this is what we want to do. I think one of the problems has been, from what I hear, that some wanna remain involved, some aren't happy with the number, and then it's just general negotiations around that as well on little details. I will be uploading daily Manchester United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.